thanks for coming down and talking with us. We have Kekai here, who's the former third baseman and catcher at University of Hawaii. And he moved on to bigger and better things with the Milwaukee Brewers organization. And he's going back up next week to play for them and play as a third baseman and a catcher there as well. So Kekai, tell us some of the things that you need your body to do, in baseball as a catcher, as a hitter, everything. What kinds of things do you need to prepare for?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is the mental part, because being back there as a catcher, it takes a big toll on your body. And mentally, especially with hitting, if you're struggling at the plate, the main thing is to be mentally tough to get through it. Second is, as a catcher, you got to get to know your pitchers, first of all, because every pitch moves different, and knowing that. So, and the biggest thing is leg conditioning, I think, because in college we caught 4 games in a row, and by the third game you feel just drained. And after the third game, I think by the time the 4th game comes around, you almost don't even want to play anymore because your body is so physically beat. And I think the best part about being a catcher is you're in the game every play. And the most important thing for your body is having that quick twitch muscle as a catcher. When guys are stealing, you want to pop up quick to try and best feeling in the world as a catcher is throwing guys out. But also, not only that, having mobility to move left and right, runner on third with the game on the line. The team's depending on you to stop that ball with the ball in the dirt. So basically mentally and just having that quick twitch muscle and being in shape. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you guys are using your legs the entire game, and you have to prepare for that. What are some of the things that you think have helped you this offseason, getting prepared to catch, for the entire season, or just being able to move behind the plate and everything? Well, my biggest thing is we started working muscles I didn't even know I had. And it was like a lot of my training before, I was doing a lot of big muscle things, or in baseball, a lot of it is the little muscles that you really don't think about. And my thing is, I was all into big weights, lifting, trying to look good at the beach, but a lot of it, I was strong, but a lot of it wasn't translating to the field. So now, came to your guys' style of training, and like I said before, this is the best my body's ever felt. Moving wise, quick twitch wise. So basically, the main thing I found out too is having a core. Came in here day one, I had no core, and
it got way better though.
Wonder why my power was down, and just feel so much better now.
How is this different, or what's if you can put it into words, how is this different from how you've trained in off seasons, like in high school, through college at UH? What are some of the biggest differences that you've experienced?
Well, the main things, I think in high school, I started off slow with my brother and dad as weight training coaches. Slowly went to the Kamehameha weight training coach. We did a little bit of circuit training and built up into this thing called Big Threes, which is like power cleans, leg presses, and squatting with runnings on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I thought that really helped my body. Then once I got to UH, I kind of got away of that, away from that a little bit. I kind of got more into everyone's way bigger than me. I just want to get big and strong. Not realizing the kind of player I was, the kind of toll the weight was taking on my body. I mean, as a baseball player, you want to be as mobile and as loose as possible. Just still trying to keep that strength. So that was a big difference for me. I think Olympic lifts in college, that kind of stuff, it helped a little bit, but I lost a lot of flexibility over the years. And that was the main thing that I kind of struggled with, and it kind of showed on the field. So coming here, some similarities was from high school. We did kind of the Kaiser machine, the quick twitch muscles, the running. But I got away from that the past 3 years, and I think now that I got back to it, although I've lost a little bit of weight, this is really the best I've felt. The training, the different types of quick twitch things. But not only are we doing quick twitch things here, we're also doing muscle building things as well. We're still incorporating the squats, the RDLs, all that different kinds of things.
And I think, everything that you're saying, you're seeing it translating onto the field now with your hitting, your throwing, even catching, keeping your body able to move and keep that quickness going. I guess this off season, we've been at it for maybe almost 4 months already. And, not only building the strength, building the power, making sure that it's translating to the field, but what kinds of things have you done differently this off season to take care of your body?
Well, I can tell you I've never stretched this much in my life. And that's probably the one thing that I was lacking the most, because as a catcher, you need to be flexible.
Yes.
Going out there tight, you're not going to move as well. So learning the different pressure points as well with the yoga balls and incorporating all of that into my training. Now I come in here, at least like 10, 15 minutes goes to stretching. And that's something I really never done before. I'll go in the weight room, maybe roll out a little for a few minutes and jump right into it. I wonder why I'm feeling all these different types of pains. But so I think that was the main thing. Stretching and flexibility is one thing you guys really emphasize in here. Just like, for example, my ankle mobility came in, catching more on the inside of my feet. Now, 4 months later, I'm more flat on my feet and feel like I can move left and right much better, just because my ankles are looser, my hips are looser.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you're seeing that. Not only is the mobility helping everything overall, but you're able to get better workout sessions or training sessions in here. You're able to, get better hitting sessions, throwing sessions, and everything. So all of that collectively over the months too, it has, enhanced your progress along the way. So you're feeling, like you got a lot more work done this off season.
Yeah, definitely. And I think one major thing is actually in college, it's all about just throwing around heavy weights. Well, over here, you guys really emphasize on if you're using the right muscles. You'll tell me if I'm not using the right muscles, things like that. Like I came in, for example, the lateral delt raises, using a lot of my trap when I'm using the wrong muscles, and I never thought I could feel that back shoulder muscle, and now I'm like, how was I even using my trap before?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's little things like that I think really helps.
Yeah, and it adds up over time and makes a huge improvement in the long run. One of the things that I'm a big believer in is that a lot of times all of the progress that you guys make, or what kind of athlete you are in the season, that's all made in the off season. So I mean, you put in a lot of work. You're here pretty much 5 days a week, every day, putting in all the work mobility wise, with the training sessions. We've even talked about some nutrition and everything. You're really putting everything together. As the off season kind of comes to a close and all of this hard work that you put in, how are you feeling going into the season now?
Man, this is really the best I've ever felt, and makes you kind of want to go get out of here already, just because you feel so good and you just want to show it off. So my main thing is I've learned so much this past off season that I haven't learned the past 20 years of my life, especially with the diet, the way you explained how I thought dieting was a whole different thing compared to the way you explained it. Just the different balances that you need to incorporate. You don't necessarily have to eat salad, oatmeal every meal. It's balance the protein, the vegetables, and the fruits. And so right now my body feels great, and I just can't wait to get up there.
Yeah, we're excited for you, and this is really what we take pride in, or we find rewarding, is to help you guys do all the things that you like doing. Training is not the end product or end goal for you guys. It's to be able to perform, in your case, on the baseball field and everything, and just getting your body and everything, I guess, prep for that so that you can have a successful season. In the past 4 months, I hope you had a lot of fun and everything. What are some of the things or the highlights and things that you enjoyed as you were training over the past few months?
Some of the main things I enjoyed was, I definitely didn't enjoy the wood weight, but at the end of the day, I know that it was making me better, and it was one of the first times I've ever been like doing actual sprints on there, coming off. By the time I'm leaving, I just feel like I got better today. Especially the Kaiser machine. That was one of my main things. Just to be able to see the weight and the amount of power you're producing, and trying to get better every week. And just the rewarding of, like you said, the planks. Before, when I first came in here, I hated core. I'm like, I seen core on my sheet. I'm like, damn, core again. Is that all we do here? By the end of over here now, I'm like, I'm willing to do core whenever now, because I just feel that much stronger and that much better right now. So there's a lot of different things, including the Sparta board. Gives a lot of feedback. And so your core has definitely come a long way, and I think now, when you're doing the core, you're killing it.
before. It was a struggle. Yeah, it was a struggle. But how is the core part of it translating to like how you're hitting? I know we've talked about it, but you can share some of your insight with the hitting.
Yeah, well, my biggest thing is you always see baseball players, they talk about your core is your biggest part of your body. If you have a weak core, you're not going to produce power. And for me, I think I was doing core, I was just doing it in the wrong ways, like sit-ups and stuff, rather than more of the plyos and the harder time stuff. So ever since I've started doing this, I've noticed my hitting power go way up. And especially with my throwing too, my body just feels way more connected. And feels more under control. So I think that's the main thing. I tell my dad every time I go home, like, man, I've never hit the ball this far in my life. So I'm really thankful that I'm finally starting to get a base, and I'm thankful you guys taught me what a core actually is.
No, that's good. I mean, you just unleashed all of that power that you've had. It just, like you said, it wasn't connecting between the ground all the way up to whatever you got to do, throw or hit. Yeah,
like that's what I was saying. Like college, I'm throwing around all these heavy weights, but if it's really not translating to the field, it's all a waste. It only looks good at the beach.
but that's important too.
I don't know if there's a beach down in Arizona or Wisconsin. One of my favorite things about training is coming in, bringing my glove, bringing a ball, and putting on those glasses. I think those really help me track balls, and I've never really done some training like that before, and by the time I take those off, I feel like I'm moving quicker, I can see the ball better, and just those different flashes. Hopefully next off season I can make it up to higher levels, get past 4 or 5. But I think those glasses are really going to make a big difference, and thank you guys for it.
Yeah, no problem.
Some of the highlights and stuff I enjoyed was just the progress that I could see, the little things I could see in myself that I made. And the biggest thing for me was a lot of times there's some weight rooms where, I mean, maybe the trainers are kind of a little different, but over here it's just more, everyone's willing to help you. You know what I mean? You're doing something wrong, there's 4 different trainers willing to help you and tell you what you're doing wrong. So that was my biggest thing, was coming in and wanting to see people that I wanted to see every day. And even the clients here, everyone was so nice, and so that was my thing. I love coming to an environment where it's more welcoming rather than get in here and get out. So I love being here, and that was my main thing. I love it here.
Man, I mean, we love having you here too, and I think some days it's been some long days, and you get to talk story with everyone else or whatever it is. Hopefully it's fun and enjoyable, because that environment kind of sets up your training session, your attitude, your energy level, and everything like that.
Yeah, exactly. And especially seeing other people in here from all ages, seeing them get after it just makes you want to go that much more harder. And at first I started off a little slow. That arc was killing me in the beginning of the training sessions. As we slowly built off of it, I was like, this is almost harder than weightlifting.
Exactly.
So, but all the way through, from the beginning to the end, you guys are so welcoming to me, and I just really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, of course, no problem. It's been a pleasure working with you and helping you, transform this off season and everything. I think for you, it's been a learning process. Going through high school, then playing at UH, then now, making it to the next level and everything. And we've talked about this over the past few months too. What are some of the things that you would like to share that you wish you'd known in college or in high school, that you can maybe pass on to the younger generation who's looking to play baseball, at the next level?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is, in the weightlifting part, it's not always about just throwing around the big weight. It's focusing on the little things like balance, stability, all these different things that make a good baseball player, right? Because like I said before, if it's not really translating, then it don't really matter. So, and one of the main things that I don't think kids, I know I didn't do a lot back when I was in high school and stuff. We didn't believe in stretching. We were like, if we don't stretch today, we'll win. And that was our thing, and we kept winning. So, but we didn't realize our body could probably have performed much better than it was performing at the time. And even when I got to UH, like stretching is always something that a lot of times people don't want to do. Hard workout, especially when I first got here. Before I got here, I've never stretched after workouts, and that was a main thing for me. Just waking up the next day, you feel so much better.
Yes.
Boom, try and stretch right in the morning. Like I said, I think my biggest thing is my core.
Yeah.
I never really had a core at all, and it's crazy to see what it really can do for you. And also this impulse machine, both on the hip part and the throwing part.
Yeah.
Just strengthening the parts of your arm and your hip that you need, and just basically knowing your body and knowing the style of training that works for you.
Yeah.
Some people can do those big lifting weights, but for a guy like me, it's not about being bulky. For me, I'm more about the quick twitch things, being more flexible, being more quick. And
with all of this off-season training, what are some of the big takeaways that you got from training at Pro?
The main thing is how personal you guys are. Every person, you come in, you're so welcoming, and the main thing, you have a different plan for each body. Not everyone's in here doing the same workouts because everyone has different problems, right?
Yes.
So I think the main thing I got from here is just how to really know your body. You're always writing stuff on the board over here, teaching people why we're doing this, why we're doing that.
Yes.
And I think now I just have a bigger understanding on how my body really works. And really over here, you guys kind of looked at my body. We did a scan the first day I came in, and boom, right from there you made a plan on how I'm going to start this workout to get the muscles I need to be better.
Yes.
And I think that was my main thing, because I didn't come in here and just start lifting on some normal plan every day. I went through an assessment first. You seen what I needed to work on. We did the Spartan machine. Then we seen more stuff, things that I needed to work on.
Yes.
And I think that was the biggest thing is, like, a lot of people get lost on just trying to be strong. But if you're being strong and not using the right muscles, I don't think it really matters. And so for me, that was the biggest things that I liked about coming here at Pro. You guys are so personal, and you guys just really care about every person that comes in here, and it just makes you want to go that much harder.
Yeah, I mean that's perfect, and everything that you say, that's really what we emphasize with all of our patients, but especially for you. All of these things kind of relate to each other. So it's you moving well, that'll at the same time help to prevent injuries. Help to prevent some of the injuries that you've suffered in the past. But it also gets you performing at the highest level possible and getting the most out of your training too. So we're trying to do everything that'll build your body up, and yeah, I mean that's what we enjoy doing, and that's what we see day in and day out. So I'm glad that you could experience it and benefit a lot from the training, the assessing, all of the stretching, all of the core work and everything.
Yeah. And one thing is, like, I was telling Tori the other day, like, shit, damn, I want this week to go by faster. I was like, I was just coming to an end now. I'm like, damn, I want this to slow down. I love coming to this place. So it's like, there's pros and cons, but she said the faster I go, the faster I come back. So
yep, that's true. And I mean, we're looking forward to following you through the season and everything. And, good luck with the whole season, and hopefully you climb the ladder and make it up there to the big leagues.
Yep.
It's been a pleasure, working with you. It's been awesome to see the transformation that you've made from day one. Because I mean, right when you walked in, we knew that, okay, we know that you're an awesome baseball player. But then when we kind of assess you and see how you're moving and everything, it's like, the first thing that I thought was, wow, man, this guy could be so much better. He could be so much better. And I think, getting you to take it step by step and seeing all of the ways that, okay, we're going to get things to move a little better, get you stronger in the ways that you need to for catching, for hitting, playing infield and all of that. I think you've experienced that step by step along the way. And I mean, it's been a pleasure to work with you and see kind of that progress over the off season.
Yeah, I just want to thank all you guys here at Pro for really taking the time out of each and every day, because I know sometimes I'm a clown, sometimes I'm being lazy, sometimes I'm working hard, but the main thing is you guys never gave up on me, and really invested your time into my body, and really gave me way more knowledge than I've ever experienced. And for that, I just want to say thank you and look forward to keep working with you guys.
Yeah, of course.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you again, maybe during the season and in the off season next year. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media. Stay tuned for more information, tips, and content to help you stay fit and healthy.